I'll give you some tips as to how you can talk confidently to the people. First, I will talk about talking to people on one-on-one basis. Now, there can be two chances. You may know the person firsthand, or the other chance could be you may not know the person. Now, in the first case, when you know the person, how do we really have a very effective conversation? Now for that, we have to observe the following tips. Number one, as you meet the person, greet pleasantly. You may meet your close friend or a person whom you know informally, that does not matter. But you must be sincere in your meeting. So as you meet, greet the person. You can shake hands, do namaskar, as per the convenience. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. These are the pleasantries that you exchange with people when you meet for the first time. As you meet the person, have a pleasant smile, look into the eyes, and genuinely exchange the pleasantries or the greetings. Once that is done, and then you ask a question about how are you and all that, after that you must talk on the topics confidently. Right? So, the way to conduct these kind of talks is, post the greetings, you will have some kind of a agenda, or there could be a point from the other person. So for that, you must be very focused. Right? It's not that you have your mobile and the person says something and you just nod your face and say, I understand. But actually, the sincerity is lost. No. You must give respect to the person who speaks. So if the person speaks, you must be attentive, look into the eyes, be watchful, have a very open ear and open eyes, and listen attentively. So the first point which I am trying to make here is observe keenly. Observe keenly through your eyes, and also have your ears open, so that you can watch whatever the person says. You can observe the body movement or his body language, his facial expression, and then the words will also add on to the conversation. Be very, very careful on this. Observation is the key. Number one. Number two, as the person speaks, then there are many things which are hidden in the discussion. Now when I say hidden, I have a smile on my face. Sometimes people mean something and they say something else. Be careful to observe that. So you must be very, very attentive on that. When people say something and they mean sometimes different, you have to be watchful. Right? So as you are watchful, you will observe what the person is trying to say. He may not be so open to say it point blank, but he conveys the message through his facial expression, through the tone of his voice, through his body language, and that you should be able to receive quickly and correctly. This is very important for you. So as you observe and you are watchful, immediately you should not react. Good listeners, good people who talk confidently and wisely, they let the message come in first. So instead of reacting, they respond. Reaction is what? Immediately something comes up, you react to that. Like any action has an equal or opposite reaction as per the Newton's third law. Here also, if somebody makes you angry and then you tend to get angry inside, but if you are unable to control, there will be fight. So it is not talking confidently and correctly. So you must understand what the person is trying to say, what is making him angry, why is he saying so, and then you can respond. Respond means you have to say with proper presence of mind. It's very important for you to speak with confidence, with correctness, and with the right presence of mind. So let the words come in first, and then you have to choose the appropriate words to respond. And you must respond confidently. Now, if you agree with the person, you can say, okay, I understand your point, I agree with you. However, if you do not agree with the person, you may not be rude. You can say that politely and in the correct manner, that sorry, I do not agree with this view because, and give a reason for that. Then the person might be able to understand your perspective, your point of view. Right? So, as you say your point or as you discuss your views, the other person should be able to understand. Now, here I give you another tip. If there is a tricky matter, if there is an issue which is being discussed between two people, so when the person says something to you, you try to analyze it and then paraphrase and say that back to the person. Like, for example, I heard you, so is this what you are trying to say? And then you can paraphrase and say the word. That, okay, is this what is the meaning of your saying? The person will then say, yes, I mean this, if he is right. Or if he says, no, this is not what I meant. So you will stand corrected. So instead of reacting, you can respond in a better way. So sometimes in tricky situations or in difficult situations, normally you should paraphrase and buy some time to respond properly and effectively. That will make your speech much more effective, your talk will be more effective, and you can talk confidently on the point. Now, if there are points of agreement and then you would like to confirm that, okay, we have agreed on this point, so try to paraphrase again and confirm that once again. That, hi, it was nice that we discussed about this, so this is the point of agreement. Is this right? To get the concurrence from the person. And that will also give you confidence that yes, we have taken this discussion to a logical end, and the other person also agrees. So this is the way you have to agree on points of agreement. Now, on the points of disagreement, if the debate happens or there is an argument, there is no need for you to raise the voice. The other person may be angry or he may tend to raise his voice, but you should be confident. Remember, the topic is about being confident. You can be polite, you can be humble, but you can be straightforward and then say, this is my point of view and this is what I have to say. If, however, the point is not being resolved and the other person is not able to understand your perspective clearly, then you can say, okay, let us now stop this matter and we can discuss it again sometimes later. This is the way to kind of move away from an argument which may turn out not to be so pleasant for you, and then again have the discussion at a later point in time. So this is how you will be in command of the discussion. It's not that you're giving away your rights or you're giving away the points which even you don't want to agree upon. So this will make you quite confident, but as you also part from the person, you must exchange pleasantries and say thank you for your time. We had a discussion. If it was pleasant, it was good. If it was not so pleasant also, at least you can thank the person and then move on. Remember, the life is short and the world is also small. You don't know when you meet the other person again the next time. Now this was about when you meet a person one-on-one. Now suppose you are in a group and then you want to join the group or you want to be part of the group and talk confidently. Now some of the group members you may know, some of the members you don't know. So you try to approach the persons whom you know and then have a pleasant exchange of smile. Wait for the right time for them to catch attention, your eyes attention, and once it is done, then you can exchange pleasantries, have a handshake, and then politely and but confidently join the discussion. So the point of discussion can be pleasant or it can be unknown to you. However, you just listen for a couple of the points being discussed and then you can contribute if you want to. If not, you can be an active listener. And if somebody asks for your view, at that time you can definitely give your views because you have been listening actively. So this is also a very important point when you discuss with people in a group and then you try to say something and contribute effectively to the team. In a group, there are many people. Sometimes the discussions hover around some general topic, or it can be related to some specific matter for which you may or may not have knowledge. Suppose if you don't have any specific information about the topic, then you can politely decline it and say, sorry, I don't know about it, and I will not be able to contribute or comment on that. It's perfectly okay. Instead of saying something wrong, you should be confident to say, it is not possible for me to comment upon. So this is the way to, again, have a discussion in the group. However, if in a group you do not feel that you are agreeing to the point of view of others, then you can definitely politely but clearly state that, friends, my views are slightly different, these are my views, and it is based on this logic. If they allow you to complete it, you are free to do that and do it. But if they are unable to give you the time, then you can just at that point in time wait for the right opportunity to clarify. This is the way to have a polite and confident discussion. You need not rush through, push them through, and then say your point. It may be rude. Just wait politely, have a pleasant smile, and then say it confidently when the right opportunity comes. So thank you very much for watching this video.